which leads me to our first order of business. I'm going to take an item out of order and recognize one of our very special guests, a man who has remained a steadfast and thoughtful legislative leader amidst all of the change in our state government. Speaker Robert DeLeo has been a longtime friend to the industry and friend to me personally, understanding that bills passed on Beacon Hill impact the decisions that companies make every single day. That's why he championed biosimilars legislation here in Massachusetts that includes every one of the 5 principles industry supported to ensure safe, effective implementation of these new medicines. And Speaker DeLeo shares our mission to find new treatments and cures and make them accessible to patients who actually need them. That's why he led the House effort to pass legislation to allow co-pay assistance programs here in Massachusetts. And that's why we're giving the 2014 MassBio Legislator of the Year Award to House Speaker Robert A. DeLeo. Thank you very much. Come on up, Mr. Speaker. We're going to have, Glenn, can you come up? We're going to have to do a picture with my chairman and maybe say a few words, and I know you're going to get out of here, so you hold that. Come this way. Just got to do a quick photo op. We're going to put this on Twitter, okay? How about a big round for Speaker DeLeo? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bob, for that very kind introduction. As I was driving here today, with my legislative aide, he had said to me, he said, boy, he says, the traffic is terrible. It takes about a half hour. It took me an hour and a half to be here this morning. He said, but you're going to this wonderful event this morning. There'll be a lot of smart people. I said, if they're so smart, why am I waiting in traffic for an hour and a half? I said, boy, I wish they could find an answer to that. But I served with Bob for a number of years alongside him, and I know what he has done for this organization, what he did in the legislature. He's a guy, I think, that I respected then. I respect him even more now. I want to thank him for his efforts here today and for the unbelievable job that he's doing for MassBio. Thank you very much, Bob. And it's great to see so many of my colleagues here today, and to see so many folks from the business community. And it's really special to see the former Senate President here today. I miss you. It's great to see her here today, and again, and so many former colleagues as well. And Bob had mentioned earlier. It's wonderful to. I'm so pleased to see so many of you were able to make it. But thank you for your enthusiasm and working so creatively with me during the tough economic times that we have faced, actually since I assumed the speakership back in 2009. Forging ties with the business communities is always one of the accomplishments that I have been most proud of. As we handle the unforeseen deficit and enter a new chapter of leadership on Beacon Hill, it is my staunch intention to continue this collaboration with all of you. It is no secret that Massachusetts has such a long history of being in the forefront of innovation, from our founding days to leading the manufacturing revolution to steering the direction of the burgeoning tech sector in the 20th century. I see biotech as a natural progression in the storied history of innovation. Boasted by our incredible research and design institutions, we have the opportunity right now to position ourselves for national and global preeminence. I've spoken a great deal about how fortunate Massachusetts is to have strong industries to rely on: healthcare, higher education, tech, and advanced manufacturing. These have set the foundation for excellence in the biotech sector. And these industries are integral partners in the legislature as well. And those of you here today work together for a brighter economic future. We are at an economic and cultural crossroads. We must do more to foster and protect growth in Massachusetts. Through 2 recent economic development laws, we are reaching new heights. Initiatives like the Talent Pipeline Program, the Innovation Investment Fund, the R&D tax credits, our capital investment in the Mass Life Sciences Center, and a new program that supports the big data industry have shown encouraging early successes. These initiatives demonstrate the legislature's acute focus on innovation industries. Through events like today's, we take the next step and hone in on how biotech can become a more integrated and vibrant part of our economy. Not only have we seen in state government the support and expansion of this industry within Massachusetts, but we have also signaled our strong commitment to higher education in the Commonwealth. At the same time, we're thinking ahead, asking ourselves, how can we retain students, companies, and employees? I made visiting our universities, community colleges, and educational programs a priority. There's nothing comparable to seeing firsthand how the next generation of leaders is discovering fulfilling educational and employment paths that are also allowing them to contribute to the economic and social fabric of our state. I know that MassBio has endorsed a number of these programs that contribute to highly educated and adequately prepared biotechnology workforce. And now allow me to talk about some of these accomplishments. Before I had assumed the speakership, I was particularly proud of the work of the Life Sciences Bill, when I had then served as Chairman of Ways and Means. As you all know, the law provided funds to expand the UMass Medical School, which is now a beacon for top researchers, faculty, students, and doctors, bringing top-level talent and ideas to the school. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my friend Albie Sherman's leadership. I'm sure that many of you who have had the pleasure of meeting Albie carry distinct memories and debts of gratitude for a man who has touched so many lives over the years. 6 years later, UMass is consistently outperforming itself when it comes to R&D. This year, the university ranked number 14th nationally in licensing income from patents. Bear in mind they're competing with private powerhouses, so that statistic, quite frankly, is really amazing. For example, UMass stands only second to MIT for patents here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And how about Springfield Technical Community College, which offers a biotechnology associate degree program, while collaborating with local industry to prepare students for good-paying jobs. The recent creation of the UMass Center at Springfield, which includes a partnership with STIC, will help create even more opportunities for the state's workforce. But we haven't stopped at higher ed. Programs like the MLSC's STEM equipment grants and the House's trademark IT education program, MassCan, are getting high school students excited about fields like biotech. The media stories and recent statistics can't be ignored. Just yesterday, the Boston Globe ran an article touting Massachusetts' preeminence in life sciences, with a focus on how our investors have a unique savviness in stewarding growing companies to success. Citing Third Rock Ventures, the article said that the founders turned heads in venture capital world when they managed to launch 3 of their small life sciences businesses onto the public stock market over just 3 months in 2013. In a recent Boston Business Journal highlighted that Massachusetts, ranking as the 3rd state in the nation for venture funding, we're outpacing places like Washington State and Virginia and closing the gap on standings between New York and California as well. And while the final numbers aren't in yet, Massachusetts may also be the home to the largest venture funding round ever for a biotech company, with Moderna's successful year. As we strive to remain on the cutting edge of scientific achievement, we must simultaneously address a consistent concern plaguing our state today: substance addiction. I see many of you in this room as long-term partners in quelling the devastating tide of overdoses and lives ruined because of addiction. As a sidelight, I just had a gentleman in my office just yesterday who happens to be a funeral director in one of the parts of the city of Boston, who was just telling me that just this month, in 1 month, he had buried some 7 overdoses just in one certain section of Boston. That is how serious this epidemic has been, and continues to be. In groundbreaking legislation, through the work of all the legislators here today, and especially through the work of my colleague and friend, Senate President Murray, we stopped insurers from charging more for abuse deterrent medicines. It is our hope that this move will encourage pharmaceutical companies to continue their unrivaled work in creating life-changing formularies. I see the potential for Massachusetts to be the leader in this field, and I look towards MassBio and this community for guidance. I want to let you know that we in the legislature understand the singular challenges that face the biotech sector. The lifespan, years, decades sometimes, of work that goes into groundbreaking research is unique to the industry. Couple with this the risk associated with research and a general uneasiness from investors, you're facing an uphill battle. Through seasoned scientific teams and investors who have a more direct knowledge of the industry, Massachusetts companies have shown courage in taking on these challenges. I'd like to personally thank each of you here today for your endurance and for your determination. Your work, like the future of our great state, is incredibly exciting. It's a privilege to be here among so many leading minds in this room, and I look forward to our continued collaborations in the months ahead. My door is open, and I encourage you to continue the conversations on issues such as the biosimilars and rare diseases. Please reach out when you see the opportunities for growth, and know that we want to work with you to identify areas where we can innovate right here in Massachusetts. I sincerely want to thank you for your attention and thank you for this great recognition this morning. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you taking the time. We know how busy you are right now. We really do. So thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to join us today. We look forward to working with you to ensure that Massachusetts retains its position as the world leader in life sciences, and we really hope you'll be sticking around as Speaker for more years to come, because it's important that people understand that continuity is very helpful. It really is, and there's been a lot of change in government, and we're glad that you're right where you're at. So thank you very much, sir. We truly look forward to working with you. You're a great speaker, but you're a terrific human being. Terrific human being.